Jan Logston, and today I'll be talking about the vital role of the special education teacher. Special education is more than just instruction. It's about advocacy, ethical decision making, and ensuring that every student receives the support that they need in order to thrive. The special education teacher has many roles. To support learning in the school setting, the special education teacher maintains appropriately challenging expectations for individuals with exceptionalities to develop their full potential, supports and encourages decisions that positively impact teaching, learning, and educational leadership to ensure all students have access to appropriate resources and facilities, and they commit to ongoing learning to enhance professional skills and stay current with educational practices. They collaborate with general education teachers and support staff to individualize instruction to meet diverse needs. They uphold professional expectations and ethics by holding themselves to the recognized professional ethical standards, ensuring integrity in all actions. They maintain fidelity to ethical principles while resolving conflicts between the ethical standards and organizational demands. They respect the diverse characteristics of and needs of individuals with exceptionalities and their families. They provide cultural services that are culturally responsive. They also collaborate and engage in advocacy and advance the profession by partnering with families, educators, and specialists and promoting inclusion and high leverage teaching practices. They engage in respectful discourse, influence educational practices, and cooperate with investigations to uphold the integrity of the profession. They stay informed on the ethical guidelines, engage with the educational community, and promote equitable educational opportunities for all students. As a special education teacher, my ultimate goal is to create a learning environment where every student feels valued, supported, and empowered to reach their full potential. I believe that education should be student centered, inclusive, and adaptable to meet the diverse needs of all learners. To be effective in this role, I plan to capitalize on key character traits such as patience, empathy, and adaptability. Patience is essential when working with students who learn at different paces, while empathy allows me to better understand the specific challenges an individual student might be having, and then advocating for their needs. Adaptability ensures that I can adjust my teaching strategies to best support each student's individual growth. I also believe in fostering independence and self confidence in my students. Rather than focusing on limitations, I will highlight their strengths and provide them with the tools to navigate challenges by building strong relationships with with my students and their families. I can create a foundation of trust and collaboration that leads to meaningful progress. My vision is to not just be a teacher, but to also be a mentor and an advocate, ensuring that every student receives the education and support that they not only need but deserve. The document outlines the special education standards for professional practice. In these standards, special education teachers are expected to not only teach and assess students in an ethical manner, but they're also expected to expand on their professional knowledge, collaborate with fellow educators and families, and engage ethically with relevant research, while also advocating for all the students, whether they be general education or special education. Meanwhile, the Model Code of Ethics for Educators outlines ethical standards for teachers such as a responsibility to the profession, a responsibility for professional competence, responsibility to students, responsibility to the school community, and the responsible and ethical use of technology. ethical frameworks overlap in many ways. For example, the CEC's expectations for special educators to teach and assess students in an ethical manner includes using culturally appropriate language and assessments, which is something that also overlaps greatly with the MCEE's responsibility to student, which also touches on the importance of culturally appropriate language and assessments. By using culturally appropriate assessments, for example, we can accurately place students in special education without risk of misdiagnosis. Canyon University believes that faith and work are deeply connected, with Jesus' teachings calling individuals to serve others and to contribute to the common good. The university emphasizes that all vocations provide opportunities to glorify God, promote human flourishing, and restore communities through compassion, justice, and service. Grounded in biblical principles, this perspective highlights the responsibility to integrate faith into work, address societal needs, and positively impact the world through education, as well as part of God's greater plan for redemption and restoration. In professional practice, this perspective translates into compassionate teaching, ethical decision making, and a commitment to lifelong advocacy for students with exceptionalities, ensuring that they receive the support and opportunities that they need to thrive. Deepen my understanding of the diverse learning needs of students, whether that be through professional development opportunities at my place of work, or academic and research based readings, or even through the one on one conversations I might have with my students and their families. I feel that it's important to engage in multiple different areas of learning in order to best serve my future students. Through the ethical and moral codes already discussed, I can guide my future learning experiences, whether it be through those readings or through those lived experiences, to make myself the most competent special education teacher I may be. I can integrate the high leverage practices discussed in the current academic articles with the rapport I can build with the students I serve, setting myself up for success. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you once again for sticking it out. I know the video went a little long. I hope you have a good day. Bye bye.